Hi and welcome back to my solo playthrough of Friedemann Friese's Faiyum. There were a couple of very interesting discussions during the last couple of days. One was in respect to the duration of these videos. This was something I basically really wanted to know from you guys. If you prefer shorter episodes, longer episodes. I got all kinds of opinions. I think I'm okay to continue doing what I'm doing. Every now and then I might really do a complete playthrough. If it's really a game that I can manage within, let's say, an hour plus minus, then I will most likely cover it in one episode. But this is really a relatively long game. Also, when you play it in multiplayer fashion, it's really not something that you typically finish in 30 or 45 minutes or so. Solo, I think, yeah, when you're not talking as much as I do, then yeah, you might be able to finish it too within an hour, but really when you do this kind of things on camera, it definitely takes some while. The other discussion was started, I believe, Dan, who said he didn't really, or wasn't able to follow my play while I was zooming in constantly. This I really took very seriously, really asked my patrons, I did even a survey on YouTube to find out, okay, am I doing something completely wrong? Because I'm doing this deliberately. I mean, I'm choosing to record the way I'm recording because I want to show you the details on the board. But I also understand that maybe sooner or later you might really want to see the board state in full, just to see, okay, where are we right now? And I think I got the point. In the meantime, I think the results are kind of there. I think it's around 70 votes I got back. Really appreciate your engagement, guys. And it seems majority still is preferring the way I'm doing things, but it's not that the difference between those two parties is not that big of a big. I think it was 30 something, 38% versus 40 or so. I have to check it right now. Definitely, I think I will at least try to show you the full board state every now and then. If I fail, let me know and I will continuously improve. That's definitely what I'm striving for. But overall, really do appreciate all your amazing comments, your contributions, your engagement. Really, absolutely. You guys are great, that's for sure. On top of this, I also want to welcome a new patron on my channel, Jürgen, who's really very active on my videos, really commenting a lot. So really thanks so much for your support too. Obviously, I also, huge shout out to all of my other patrons out there. Really, you guys are great too. And I think with that being said, we might be able to start. There was one minor correction that I needed to do, and that was in respect to this dam down here. I think I placed a bridge here. For whatever reason, it should have been a road. That's simple as that. Apart from what I placed in my workshop here, it does change, of course, the amount of bridges that are available in the game. And later on, there will be a bridge card. So we have 4 of those instead of only 3. Right now, it didn't really matter. But again, also thank you for pointing this out as well. And see, I'm zooming out here. I think this is really one of the spaces or one of the situations where I should be able to show you a little bit more of the board. So no need to really zoom in here. And I think with that being said, we really might be able to move into the next round. I think we left it off with an administration action. We are currently at 53 points out of 150. And yeah, let's keep going. Towards the end of my last episode, I basically took all the cards back into my hand. I pretty much did 2 administration steps short after another. I think I only played 3 or 4 cards in between. I think 4. So I'm having a good hand of card. Nothing in my discard pile right now. Problem is, I think I also got rid of all the cards I wanted to get rid of. So playing this sacrifice here, I don't know if that's something I will do. And maybe I will play it one last time and then maybe we'll get rid of it. On the other hand, we still have the settlement here. And in the meantime, the new settlement came out here. So also a very nice card, much cheaper to build settlements. Only 2 resources, need to be 2 different resources. But apart from that, much better than 3. And those 3 are more or less carved in stone. And I can get it relatively inexpensive. For 4, I think that's definitely worth buying it. And I think, yeah, let's do it right off the bat. So we are paying 4 coin, or $4, sorry, that's dollars here in this case. So we are going for this new settlement card. So let's see what comes out. And that's the banquet. 94. Okay, this goes in here. Also one of those cards where you have to put meeples onto these construction sites, and then you have to spend those 3 resources plus $6 for 8 points. That's definitely significant. But this is one of the cards, I think really this is something I need fish. Yeah, I need fish. Of course I could go with roses, but I don't have roses either. On the other hand, we have the gardener here, which could give us roses, and again, those two go really back together nicely. But okay, not sure about that if I immediately want to go for it. As for my first card, I might want to go for another pit down here, because that's currently the last space I can place the pit. Can keep in mind it needs to be connected to a road. We will definitely build more roads in this game, but I'm not sure if I will build a hell of a lot of roads onto stone spaces. So I think, yeah, let's do it like this. So we are spending the resources accordingly. We are taking a workshop, and we already have 4 workshops out. Yeah, I think there are, what did I say, 10 or so? I think it's 10, yeah. What's important? We are getting $3 more for that. Again, we are really running a little bit low on cash, but we are also getting 3 more stone. And again, the stone could be nice for later expansions, for example. So that's why I really want to hold on to those expansions. Or we can still build roads or whatever. But that was the pit already. But maybe I should read the card more clearly. Of course, it's not $3, so I'm giving those back. It's rather 1, 2, 3 more points. It's now really a matter of timing. When do you start playing those cards, in which order? And this is where I really totally suck, especially when playing alone. Because again, when you play this in multiplayer fashion, sometimes you really have to adjust to the board state, what the other players are doing. Here you're really completely on your own. It's much more like a puzzle, because you are way more in control, and I really suck at that. That's my problem here. So I'm much better. I'm really a very good tactical player. I think I'm pretty good to adapt to playing styles, what's happened around me, and reading the other players. It's really something I usually enjoy. But here, being on my own, fighting against myself, that's tough. But anyway, I will play the senior farmer, and I guess we really need some more grapes. So I guess either here or there, or maybe even there. Doesn't matter too much. So let's go in here. Yeah, let's do this. I think this makes sense, because we could. Doesn't matter. Yeah, we could do another road up there. No, that's fine. So therefore we get $1 this time for real, and 2 grapes, because this was the senior farmer. And we still need a lot of those resources. I got rid of a lot of resource producing cards early on, so I'm pretty sure this will come back to bite me. But that was the senior farmer. Then I guess it might be time to do this connection here, because I want this network of roads. So yeah, therefore I need to spend, yeah, unfortunately 2 grain. That's the one bummer here. So we are connecting this to that. Again, this gives us 3 points for the roads, but plus 1 point, because that's the first direct connection between this settlement and this construction site, meaning we will score 4 more points, up to 60. Okay, we have spent or paid our resources. So this, of course, we also need to basically play the card on top of our senior farmer. And then what next? So I guess we are going with the expansion here, because we still have 2 spots available. Yeah, let's do it like this. So we are spending again stone, because we have stone like crazy. So that's the expansion, and therefore we will score 3 more points, bringing us to 63. I take that. We have spent the stone. That was the card. Then I guess we are playing the supplier in one of those settlements. Doesn't really matter too much in this case, or does it? It could matter actually. So maybe we will, because there is still something to do over here rather than here, because here we still have those people. No, let's go in here. That's fine. And I think we definitely need wheat. I think we take 2 times wheat in this case. Yeah, let's do it like this. Again, this goes on top of our discard pile. So we already played 5 cards. We still have 4 cards in our hand. I'm pretty sure I will not play all the cards, because most likely I will get rid of this settlement relatively soon now. One of the last things to do, I guess. But maybe these 2, they should still go out. Yeah, I think so. But here's the stupid problem. I cannot get rid of this crocodile. Though the perfect spot for the next settlement would be here, because again, you see that you can really build those nice roads along here. Whenever you're connecting stuff, you get more points and whatnot. So here I might be really inclined getting the gardener, so where we can play the gardener here, giving us a rose and getting rid of this crocodile. I think, yeah, let's do that. So we are buying the gardener for $3. It's really insane amount of money now that we have spent overall. We are down to only $6, but let's go for this gardener here anyway. Yeah, I think it does make sense. So let's see what comes out. That's the stone supplier. Yeah, pretty much the same thing like all the other suppliers I have, but right now stone wise I'm really doing okay. So it might be one of the cards again I'm getting rid of. I think the thief is also nice, but doesn't really help me right now, and because it's getting so expensive getting those cards back, the thief in the solo game may not be the strongest card actually. So I think then let's play the gardener. Goes in here again, simply needs to go next to the canal. Can go onto a crocodile space, so we are still getting $1 for that, so that's at least something. And we have this guy now here, so we can extend from here, so maybe also not the worst thing ever. But this one gives us and it's a female gardener in this case, Gärtnerin, and this gives us a rose which we can use later on as any resource, so never a bad thing. Okay, I think that was okay, but again we have to buy it back, so again this might also come back to haunt us. And now we are in a great position here to placing that new settlement. So I think let's totally do that into this space here. So need to be 2 resources. Definitely 1 stone and 1 grape, I guess. Yeah. So this was played. We are placing the settlement in here. Therefore, we will get 1, 2, 3 more points up to 16. So 66, I guess. But this time I will really get $3 more, which we absolutely need sooner or later. Nice. Down here, and here I forgot that I can remove crocodiles with this card, but I'm still not regretting getting that gardener. I think this was on my plan anyway. So we are playing the Crocodile Sacrifice into this building site here. We are getting rid of a crocodile, and yeah, I guess we are getting rid of this one here. Again, don't give us any dollars whatsoever, but we will score 3 more points for that. I take that. Yeah, and then I guess last but not least for this round, let's call it like this, I guess we are going to play the sacrifice now. Yeah, let's do that. So we are placing yet another stone into this pyramid here. Again, we don't need to worry about those workers here. We have to remove a card, and we will take our old settlement here. So this is also out of the game. I think we already gotten rid of 4/5 from our starting hand of cards. I think that's not terrible at all, but this sacrifice definitely gives us $3 more. Again, we need the money like crazy, and this also brings us to 20 points. I could buy cards, but I think in this case let's go into an administration. I'm down to 0 card, which means I get $3 more. Again, we need it, and then we are removing 2 meeples. I think we want to hold on to this guy here. I don't know. Let's get rid of, doesn't matter, here, and maybe another one from a settlement, maybe this one here. So that's $2 more. Then we take our cards back. That happens before we reveal the market, so that's kind of a bummer. So these 3 cards, they go back without paying. I think we want the gardener for $1, that's for sure. We definitely need the supplier for $2 more. So we already spent $3 in total. Let's put it like this. This would be, so that's the first, that's the second. Okay, the third one, expansion. We can still do it once, and it's relatively inexpensive. So yes, we are spending $3 more for that. The 2 roads, it's still a cool card. Because yeah, we can still do a lot of connections. Yeah, I think, are we going to spend $4 more on this? I think we do. I don't get the senior farmer back, so we definitely need the senior farmer next round. So maybe I want to hold on to this round And again, we may want to go for another more early, because I'm not willing to spend now $5 for the next card. I think that's already quite insane that we paid here. So we will leave the senior farmer in here. We have a good amount of resources, so I think we should be good. Let's refresh the market. So we are definitely getting rid of the thief. That's sad. And the stone supplier. I mean, we still have one pit, which we might be able to play sooner or later. So maybe getting rid, and we still have our supplier, the normal supplier, which is very, very versatile. Those are still cool. So I think, yeah, let's get rid of this stone supplier. It doesn't really give me a lot of points or money. We need points or money. So that's the crook. I think simply we'll go into one of those. We will have to spend a victory point in order to get $4, and we can do that up to 3 times. So if you're really running low on cash, and maybe you really already start to see, hey, if I now get a lot of money, I could still try getting some more points, or basically do more than 3 points for what I'm spending here, then maybe it might be worth it. But this point in time, not so sure. But let's see what the next card is, and that's the Vintner. That's the card number 100, which means these are sliding down, and the Baker now became available. And yeah, but we don't have any workshops out on grain spaces. It's a cool card, $5 and 2 victory points. That's amazing. That's insane. But yeah, I think have we seen this actually, or have I missed this? I mean, we can always check the discard piles. We're able. Yes, that was the homestead. We got rid of this. So might be another great candidate to get rid of during our next administration step. Okay, let's move back to the game. But one thing to keep in mind, we still have the town out here. That's something I really did also deliberately. And now it's affordable. I mean, $4 isn't bad, but we still need resources. And we do have resources, so don't get me wrong. I think that's really not terrible. But not yet. Let's see about that. Currently, the pit is also still in our discard pile down there. So I think it might be a safe bet playing the expansion. That's the last workshop we have out there right now, but we only have, after this one more expansion left anyway. So this could be also a card where we are saying, let's get rid of it with a sacrifice, for example. And again, thinning out our deck, never a bad thing. So let's spend again another stone. Yeah, we still have a lot of stone, and this gives us an additional 3 points. So that's 73. Not terrible, but I really don't have a feeling at all if I'm doing well or not. In a multiplayer game, I would feel in a good shape at this point in time, at least not too bad. But solo, I have no clue. I want to prepare to build at least one more pit, because then this would give me stone, and then with that amount of stone I should be in a good shape for the rest of the game, plus or minus. Maybe we still need to use our supplier every now and then. So I guess let's go for the 2 roads card here. And here's, I mean, I could, again, here's something I could spend grape or a stone. Here is definitely a stone, that much is clear. But I guess right now, again, the plan is to build more, or one more pit out there. So I guess we will get some stone back. So we are basically placing those 2. We made a direct connection between those 2 settlements. So in total, we are moving here to 26. So that's 76 in total. 2 roads gets discarded. Now I think I want to pass early or make an administration step early. So I think right now I have to buy back 1 card. So I'm definitely playing 1 more card. Question is, I think we will go for yet another Crocodile Sacrifice. Yeah, why not? So we are placing a meeple somewhere. Doesn't really matter too much. Let's bring him. No, let's bring him here for whatever reason. And again, this allows us to remove a crocodile from anywhere, and I guess that's that here. Again, we are not getting any money, but we will definitely get 3 more points. So we are basically 29, 79 points in total. So we have 5 cards in our discard pile, 4 cards in our hand. again, this is the first card we have to buy back. This is the second card we have to buy back. And I guess the idea is, I think we want to take them all back and still want maybe, we still need some more dollars. So I guess, yes, we will. Yeah, we're really running low on cash. That's the problem. If something really comes out now that we really desperately need, we cannot keep going the way we want. And I want this pit for sure. I want the senior farmer at least once more to give us some more resources for later cards. So yeah, I think so. So we are calling it, well, basically going into an administration. I don't get any dollars for cards, but we are definitely removing 2 fellas. I think one goes from down there and the other one, again, doesn't really matter too much. Maybe this one here. That's at least $2 we get. Definitely helps a little bit. Again, the top 3 cards coming back to us for free. And yeah, I think at least once more we are going for those. So that's $1 for the first card, $2 for the second card. So again, we bought all our cards back for 3. That's okay. But this was a rather quick administration round here, but I think we really need it. And as for the cards, I think this one is also for sure. The Baker, I think we might not be able to leverage. Those 2 are kind of, it depends. But again, as we are really running so low on cash, and this is a 6-pointer, and the Crook again is something keeps me flexible. So really don't want to get rid of the Crook either at this point in time. So maybe it's the Banquet, because we also don't have fish. Yeah, we have roses. Yeah, let's get rid of the Banquet. Might be really terrible mistake again, but I will take it. So that's the Grape Trader. Nice. That's also, I think, sooner or later we really have to get some of those resource cards and get rid of other ones. So 3 grapes is great, obviously. 42 is the Grower. You must be kidding me. That's basically the more powerful version of the Gardener. Yeah, 2 roses, that's insane for $4. Yeah, not sure if I'm going to spend that again. 2 roses, yeah, obviously better than on 1 rose, but that's a tough one. So I guess with our very first action, we are going to play the pit down here. That's what we prepared, and right now I'm not sure if we will ever play it again, but maybe. Let's see about that. So we have to spend grape and wheat, and that's another workshop here. Again, that gives us 3 more stone, which we definitely might need later on in the game. And we are getting 3 more points for that. So that's 82 now. Then again, we are moving back down to our newly built workshop and playing the expansion for, again, a stone, which we just acquired. That's the last expansion that's in the game. So we are no longer going to build the expansion, but therefore we are getting 3 more points. So we are at 85 already. So here's really a candidate which we definitely get rid of sooner or later. Then I guess I'm going to play the senior farmer into this space over here. So we are removing a crocodile. We are getting $1 and we are getting 2 grain for that. I think this senior farmer is really a great help. That is really a great guy, that's for sure. And then I guess we are going for the Gardener. Maybe up here, needs to be next to the canal, keep that in mind. So yeah, let's do it like this. So we are placing the Gardener in here. Again, we are getting $1 for that and a rose. Cool. So we're at $9 and have 2 roses already. So that's definitely not the worst thing in the world. And I guess next we are going for the sacrifice. Yes. And we are getting rid of the expansion. I mean, I made it very clear that we no longer need it as we don't have any more stones. And I guess we are going to extend the pyramid space down there. We already have discarded our card. We get $3 for that. I think that's really a cool card, the sacrifice. And we are getting 1 point, so 36 or 86 in total. And I guess sooner or later we might consider sacrificing this card in order to play it one last time or so. As for our next card, I guess we are going for the supplier, and doesn't really matter too much, I believe. So let's play the supplier into this space, and this time I really want a fish and grape, because again, I need different resources for my new settlement I'm about to play relatively soon too. And I guess we might be able to immediately do that. Over here is still a nice spot to place this new settlement. Yeah, let's do that. So this goes in here. We need 2 different resources, so we will go with the wheat and a stone in this case. And that's this. We still have a hell of a lot of settlements, by the way, but this gives us $3. Again, we need money like crazy. And 3 more points, bringing us to 39 or 89 points. Okay, we need 11 more to be able to flip this thing to the other side. And then we still have to make it 1 more round, but okay, let's see about that. And we still have 2 cards in our hand, but again, we will not be able to buy everything back. But I still want to get rid or want to play the Crocodile Sacrifice, because again, that's so easy, 3 points. I think I will not build any roads this round. No, I don't have any immediate reason to do so. Maybe a little bit later. And I forgot to place the other card on my discard pile, the new settlement. Let's do it, right? Yeah, let's play the Crocodile Sacrifice. And again, there is no reason not to place someone in here. We are removing a crocodile from anywhere. Yeah, I think down here. Don't need to show that to you where it is, but therefore we are scoring 3 more points, moving us to 92 in total. Okay, I guess next we are moving into an administration step. We have 1 card left in our hand, so we are taking $2 for that. We are definitely removing 2 meeples, and again, that's certainly this one. And as for the next one, we still have let's get rid of 1 settlement guy. No, not this one. Let's get rid of tough. Yeah, let's get rid of this one for now. That's $2 more. I take it, and we have to buy back our cards. So those 3 will come back. Sacrifice, yes, for sure. We'll definitely play it at least once more. Gardener, absolutely, for sure too. I think I already prepared this actually. And the senior farmer, yes, we will pay 3 more for the senior farmer. We will not buy back the pit yet, and again, not sure if we ever going to need him, because we have now also those roses, we have the supplier, so I think we should be in a good shape. And 6, yeah, that's $6 we spent, so that was okay. Yeah, I take it. Yeah, now the grower is amazing, but again, I will not buy 2 of the same. Of course, I could buy it and then maybe get rid of the gardener. The crook, I don't know. I think the crook, no, we don't want to get rid of points. Points is the name of the game, at least for this first challenge here, and it's still the town. It moved back up to 7. It's here to taunt me. I think, yeah, let's get rid of this trader here. I might regret it, but I think so. 112. Oh, okay. Then we have to see. Oh, that's the pharaoh. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a cool card. And oh, that's the 4. It's the revenue. Okay, I will show these cards to you in a second. So basically 2 more cards got available, and obviously the revenue is perfect card. I mean, we can get it for 3. Just let's say we only played once, it will still net us 2 points, and we could remove it later on with our sacrifice card. I mean, this is a no-brainer, of course. And the other one is the vintner here, but same thing, we didn't place any workshops on grape fields yet, so maybe also a card we might be able to get rid of. And yeah, as mentioned, I think I will definitely buy this card here for $3. I mean, that goes without saying. It, even if we can only play it once, it nets us $2. I mean, again, that's a no-brainer. Yes, it will speed up the game, but I think it's still an important card. And again, it works quite well with our sacrifice. And here we are, we have the bridge. The bridge is very nice too. We can spend 2 different resources, and therefore we can connect, basically have to make a connection over the canal. And if we connect 2 settlements and or construction site, it will score us 4 points plus the 1 point for this direct connection. It's a 5-pointer for 2 resources. That's definitely an insane card. So maybe I'm not going to buy it right now, but I really want to hold on to this one here. And again, this is something where I think the solo mode doesn't really work. I have to be honest in this case, because in a normal situation, this would be for 3 perfect card for an opponent to get it. Now basically it's up to me what I want to get. If I have to balance things out, I have to think what do I want to get rid of. But I think here really there should be some sort of an AI which tells you, I don't know, roll a die, this thing gets removed, and maybe you get to choose the other one, so that there is always this little risk that you might be losing some of things. So again, I don't know how difficult those challenges are to beat. Again, I'm still relatively far away from making to 150 points. So maybe I should stop whining right now and simply wait for the end here. But to me, might be really something as simple as randomly remove one of those cards at the start of every or after each administration steps or whatnot. As for our first action, I think we are getting rid of the gardener. We will play it still once, but might be really the last time in the game here too, I think, because she doesn't give us any more crocodile dollars. Again, roses, cool, but 1 rose and $1, that's acceptable, I say. But in this case, yeah, I think not. Again, needs to go next to or into an empty canal space. And that's that. So this gives us a rose. We had 3 roses, and 3 roses is definitely not bad at all. So again, we might be able to get rid of it relatively soon. And maybe we are going with the senior farmer next, or maybe the revenue first. Maybe the revenue, because do I want to play the... I think when I say I want to play the revenue at least twice, then maybe I would rather play it later. And I have a card to get rid of with this gardener at least. So I think maybe, yeah, let's wait with the revenue. So I say let's play the senior farmer maybe in here or maybe in there. No, let's do it in here, because then I could still go for the 2 roads and connect those 2 spaces here. Yeah, let's do it like this. So we are placing the senior farmer into this space. We're removing a crocodile for $1. And again, we are getting 2 grapes for that. Yeah, I think that might work. So maybe we should now immediately play the 2 roads here. Gives us some more points. And we have the grapes. Yeah, let's do that. So again, we are playing the 2 roads. We are paying 2 roses in this case for these spaces. That's the first direct connection again. So that's in total 4 points instead of only 3, bringing us to 96 points in total. Okay, wow, that's getting tense. I guess next we are going for the sacrifice. So we are removing a card, and we already said so. Or should we get rid of the pit? Because the pit gives us potential dollars, but are we going to build any more roads onto stone spaces? I don't think so. I don't really think so, actually. So maybe let's get rid of the pit instead to pay for this card. This gives us 3 more dollars, and that's 1 more point. So we had 97 in total. Okay, that was that. As for the next card, let's go for the revenue. So this will give us an immediate $5. Not sure why this shows the wrong color. I mean, they want to have a consistent look and feel when it means you're getting money. I get that, but whatever. Looks odd to me. But that's easy, $5. And then I don't know. Let's go for the... Well, maybe not the supplier. We are good on resources. We are really good on resources. So maybe I want a somewhat quicker thing. Though maybe we are going for the new settlement first. Yeah, let's do that. And the perfect spot to place a new settlement is in here. So we are paying any 2 resources. I don't know. It's a wheat and a... doesn't really matter too much. And I still have the grapes here. They should be gone, obviously. Wheat. I don't get too much stone. So let's wait with stone. But yeah, let's go for a grape. Of course, we are not spending the roses yet. That will be the last that we are spending. But we are getting 3 more dollars from that. So I think money-wise, we are now at least back in the game. And with the 3 points we just got, and maybe let's also place the settlement in here accordingly, we will move from 97 points down to 100. Oh boy. Okay. 1 more time. We really need to do this 1 more time. then we have beaten the first challenge of the pharaoh. And I guess we are still, yeah, I think that's okay. We are going to place the Crocodile Sacrifice next, because again, why not? Let's hold on to this crocodile here maybe, or does it matter? I'm not going to build anything in here anytime soon. On the other hand, I could still, I think I could play a nice road. No, but I still have the senior farmer, so I will $1. No, let's go for this crocodile over here. I think we still have to place a meeple somewhere. And yeah, let's place the meeple in here. And yeah, therefore we are scoring 1, 2, 3 more points, 103. We still have the supplier left in our hand, but right now I don't really need the resources, so I will call it, which means we will get $2. For the remainder of our cards, we are going to remove 2 meeples. So maybe let's get rid of this guy here. Oh, let's think, if we want to play the gardener, we want spaces next to the canal, right? So this one goes, that's for sure. Let's hold on to this one here, and maybe, I don't know, this one here. Yeah, that's $2 more. Let's get our cards back. Again, we have to pay a lot of dollars, so I think the revenue card is something I'm going to get rid of relatively soon, I guess. The sacrifice, yeah, we need it, so that's $1, but that's fine. 2 roads, yes, for sure. I have a good plan with the 2 roads. That's $2 more. And the senior farmer for $3, yes, for sure. And do we need the gardener right now? I don't think so. I don't think so. On the other hand, we could use, no, we have the senior farmer for that. No, that's fine. So I'm spending only $6 for my cards. Yeah, the Windner goes, that's for sure. And now we are back again at this grower, because we didn't get the gardener. So maybe, but the bridge is also nice. But though is the town. And again, with the town, we have the pharaoh out there. But the pharaoh is so far away right now. But again, it could really help us. But we had this card now for such a long time and never cared to go for it. But again, now late game, not sure if you really need the grower anymore, because now we really need points, cards that give us points. Let's get rid of the grower. I think so. Yeah, let's do that. So we are getting this. So that's the 60. That's the gem searchers. Very interesting card too. And we have the escort is a perfect card. Escort is nice, but therefore we need dollars. And again, those guys really go back together, go together really nicely. So with the gem searchers, when you first play it, you can lay down up to 5 meeples. So you really put them on the side. While they are laid aside, you cannot remove them or move them in any way. But you have to spend $1 for each of those. And then when you play the card again, you get them, basically remove all of those laid down folks. And yeah, for every, you're getting $3 back. Nice card for sure. Gives you a lot of money, but again, late game, not sure. You might play this card maybe 2 times effectively, so basically 4 times, or unless you really have a card that allows you to take a card back from your top of your discard pile. But I think this is already gone, or you can play the top card from your discard pile, for example. And the escort is really nice because this allows you to move basically a meeple up to 3 cities away, and you have to spend money for that, but also could give you 6 victory points for that. And we do have a nice network of things here, but it's also money. I mean, money wise we are not bad. We definitely will play the revenue once more, so I think we definitely might be able to play this card once or twice. That's 12 more points if we play twice. And but the town has 3 resources, and resource wise I think we're in better shape than money wise, so maybe that's something that you really have to think about. But pretty sure the gem searcher, as nice as those are, I don't really know yet. I don't know, no. I think now it's time to play the revenue card relatively soon. So we are getting $5 for that. So overall we are at over $20. I think 22, 23. I didn't really count it through, but in an okay shape. Next, I want to play the senior farmer up here next to one of those guys. Doesn't really matter too much. Let's place it like this. This gives us $1 because we remove the crocodile and 2 wheat. And we really need the wheat for our next card we are about to play. And that's the 2 roads. Yeah, of course. We are going to connect basically all of those. So that's 1 wheat here, 1 wheat there. So that's 2 roads. So it's again 3 points for the roads. We made a connection to this one and we made a connection to this one here, which then again is now 5 points in total. So we're at 108. Okay, I think that wasn't too shabby at all. Before I forget, let's definitely get the bridge for $3. Yeah, let's do that. Because the bridge could be more valuable than the new settlement at this point in time, actually. But let's reveal a new card. That's card number 40. That's the small town. Pretty much the same card as this one, but only for 5 points instead of 6. Same price whatsoever. But if you get a town, you want the normal town and not the small town. So this could be a great card to get rid of. Of course, they are pricing-wise different, but still, that's a point. But I mean, I don't know how long this town is out here and we didn't go for it, even though I'm telling you how cool this card is. But yeah, that's me. And maybe we are going to play the bridge right now, or should we go for the supplier first? Yeah, let's go for the supplier. And the supplier goes into this space here, just because we might use him for the patrol later on. But what 2 resources do we need? I think we are going with a grape and a wheat. Yeah, simply to have different kind of stuff. Yeah, that was the supplier. And maybe now we are going to go for the bridge. We are not going to play the settlement anymore. At least I think. And the perfect place for a bridge is, I guess, this one here. We need 2 resources. Don't need to be different actually, but in this case, let's go for a stone and let's go for a wheat. Yeah, I don't know. No, let's go for wheat. Let's go for wheat. Or should we go for 2 wheat? No, that's okay. 2 resources, doesn't need or can't be fish. So we have placed our first bridge. And this is now something which is worth mentioning. So you can only make a junction in a space that's either a settlement or that is a construction site. So for example, I could not play another road out of this space here because again, this would meet a junction. That isn't allowed. I really hope I didn't mess this up already. No, I think I did not. But again, this is totally legal. This is allowed. We're getting 5 points for that, 4 points and 1 point for the direct connection. Works pretty much the same way as a road. So bringing us to 113 points in total. Then we are going for a sacrifice. Up here we're removing a crocodile from anywhere. Let's take it from here again. That gives us 3 more points, 116. Then we are going to not finish but progress the pyramid here with a sacrifice. We have to get rid of a card, and that's now the tricky piece. I think I want to get rid of the settlement now. Yeah, that's fine. This gives us $3 and another point, 117. And then we are pretty much out of cards. Do I want to buy something right away? And I'm definitely inclined going for the escort here, but not for $7. So I might really, but it's very likely that it's not getting any much cheaper. But 2 less would be already something which I say, yeah, let's go for it. And I will definitely get rid of those 2 cards. So there is a chance that things will get cheaper. So no, I will pass, taking an administration step, $3 because I'm out of cards. I will remove 2 meeples. Which one are we going rid of? I think I will get rid of 1 here. So that's $1 and another one. Definitely want to hold on to this one. The gardener, I'm not sure if we're going to play the gardener ever again, and we are here too anyway. Yeah, let's get rid of 1 more of those guys on construction sites for $2 more in total. Let's get our cards back. We have the fancy bridge here. I really like the bridge. I think this is really a great combination of cards. Yeah, definitely the supplier for $1. It's definitely worth it. 2 roads. Yes, for sure. We need the 2 roads for $2. I think let's also go for the senior farmer. Why not? For $3. And in theory, we could spend $4 because this gives us $5. So yeah, absolutely. So let's spend $4 for this card. Crazy expensive, but again, we could gain an easy dollar for that, and then really most likely I will get rid of it with the sacrifice. Maybe. Let's see about that. But okay, we spent our dollars. I think we should be good. There should be 10 in total. Yeah, that's 10. Cool stuff. Let's remove some cards. 1 and 1. Yeah, I think that's fair. Still 76, so that's the plantation. Oh, okay, that's now the plantation that goes together with the Vintner, which we have removed. And okay, the Hermit. The Hermit is a cool card because you want to place him out there and he wants to be alone. And right now there are really still a lot of spaces where you could place the Hermit, and it's 2 easy points. Really, really not a bad card. And again, the plantation simply gives you some grapes. Works very similar to the pit we had. Do we? No, we got rid of it. And yeah, we get a lot of grapes for that, and also some more victory points, and still something to consider. I think this is still 3 good points whenever we are playing this, and we still have at least, I think, 4 or 5 more of those workshops anyway. Yes, 4 or 5 more, exactly. Let's do the easy one first. We are playing the revenue again. So again, we spent 4 to get it back. We gained 5 to play it. So I think it's still a win. Let's go for some more wheat with the senior farmer up here, and also giving us another dollar for that. And again, 2 more wheat. That's, I think, the crucial piece of that exercise. We have played this card here too. I think sooner or later we will also stop playing the senior farmer, I guess. Then I guess we are playing the supplier into one of those cities here. Does it matter? I think maybe it does. So we are playing the supplier, I guess, into this space here for definitely 1 more stone now. Yeah, we are running low on stone. And maybe another fish, because again, fish is old, but the fish doesn't help us with the bridge. And we got rid of the new settlement as far as I remember, right? So maybe not fish. Maybe not fish. Maybe... Let's go for 1 more grape in this case. Why not? Let's go for the 2 roads into this space here. So 1 and 2. Again, we could choose. So this is a grain, that's for sure. And this could be either or, so I think we will go for another grape in this case. And again, we have made a direct first connection between those 2 settlements. This is a loud junction on a settlement space, so that's 4 more points in total. So at 121. Oof, we still need, I mean, we still have some time left in this deck. And again, it's not immediately over. We still have that replacement deck. Okay, we still might have some time left. But again, I have no clue how good or bad we are doing. Then it's safe, I guess, to play the bridge. Yep, when we are playing the bridge in here. So any 2 resources, any 2. I mean, it's a stone, I guess, and a fish. Because again, we don't really need fish, right? But no, let's hold on to the fish for whatever it's coming up. Let's go for a grape or so. Yeah, let's go for a grape and a stone in this case. Again, they don't need to be different. So that's the second bridge we are building into those. We have connected again the construction site with a settlement. So that's again 5 more points in total, bringing us to 26. Oh, wow, it's definitely a close call. It feels achievable, but it's so tough. Sooner or later we will run out of resources if you're not spending money and what. But again, money-wise, we are also in okay shape, I guess. So we have played that bridge now. Let's, I think, go for the Crocodile Sacrifice up here again. So we are removing a crocodile from somewhere up here. And therefore, yet again, we will score 3 more points. I think that we really got this Crocodile Sacrifice relatively early in the game. And also the sacrifice really tremendously helped us. And then we are already down to our last card. So I guess we are going for the sacrifice. Yeah, let's complete, really getting messy here. This pyramid now, amazing. I never completed a pyramid in this game. Cool stuff, but I only played it with 2 players so far. So maybe in a 3-4 player, that's more likely to happen. I don't know. We have to get rid of a card, and I think the revenue again. 1, 2, 3. Let's get rid of the gardener. Yep, we will get rid of the bottommost card for that. That's $3 and another point. 130. Who thought about this? Amazing. So we have taken care of this one, and maybe we want to get the plantation here for $4. On the other hand, the Hermit is also great, actually. Yeah, he's really great. He needs to go to, I think the Hermit is perfect, actually. When we played each round, that's 2 points for nothing. Really nothing. Yeah, let's do that, absolutely. So we are spending $3 for the Hermit. It goes right into our hand. We still have to replenish though, and that's the Trader. The Trader is also very nice because again, yeah, allows you to get roses, basically spending up to 3 resources for the same amount of roses. Also very nice. And now I'm not so sad that I got rid of the, what was it, the Gardener. Yeah, I think so. That's perfect. So let's simply play the Hermit, right? And the Hermit also comes with a Crocodile. So he wants to go to an undeveloped space, so no meeples, and he wants basically all those spaces around him undeveloped and also free of meeples. So that's the perfect thing in here. So still he brings us $1, and he's also giving us 2 more points, which is now 132. The Hermit is really a great card. Then it's time for an administration, and I will, call it. So we have no cards in our hand, so I'm getting $3 for that. So now I really have to think what to get rid of. So we definitely want these spaces free, at least one of those. We want to hold on to this guy. We want maybe for the Hermit, let's take this one off. Yeah, that's fine. So that's $2 more for that. We are getting our cards back. I think we are in a good shape in respect to cards. So that's a 3 cards. So we definitely want the bridge. I think that's easy $2. 2 roads is now something. Thing is, we cannot easily get rid of it. Because yeah, we could get rid of it, of course, by playing the card, but I'm not sure if I'm going to play any more of those. But we have to take it back. I mean, there is, if we want to get the cards that are below that, we have to do that. Question is, do I want a supplier now? I think we are spending $3 more at least for the supplier, and maybe I will now stop with those 2 for now, because it gives us dollars and gives us resources. But I think we are still in an okay shape because we still have the supply. We might go for the plantation, for example. Yeah, I think so. I think that's okay. We have resources. I think I will stop here. So we are only spending $6 for that. I think, yeah, let's definitely get rid of the Trader. Definitely a great card, but what's better here? Is it this or that, for example? This gives us some more resources. This gives us also dollars and resources. I think this is even if we only played once or maybe twice, it's still a very valuable card, right? Yeah, let's get rid of the plantation. Let's get rid of the plantation. So that's 2 more cards. It's 82. That's the senior supplier. Oh, where have you been my whole life? Same as our supplier, but gives you 3 resources. Perfect. So we could play the supplier through now and getting rid of him. And the Papyrus, which allows you to copy the topmost card of your discard pile, which is great. So you can basically play the card twice, and that goes perfectly together with the gem collectors or so, or any other things, so you don't have to spend the cards to play them. It's really a very, very versatile card. And also, especially now towards the end game, being able to play 2 bridges in the row and then get rid of that bridge might be really, really a perfect, or maybe build two cities, for example. This would give you 12 points in total. I mean, definitely worth considering. But I think now we can definitely freely decide to play the supplier relatively early, right? Because there is a senior supplier out there giving us 2 resources. We will go for a grape and another stone. And I throw the grape onto the floor. Hopefully I will find it. Then it's time another Hermit comes out. And the Hermit has to go in here, or here, doesn't really matter. But that's fine here. gives us another $1 and 2 more points, 134 in total. Let's go for the Crocodile Sacrifice into this space. Again, gives us 1, 2, 3 more points. We have to remove a crocodile, and I guess we want to take this one here because this could still allow us to make an awful lot of connections. Just thinking out loud here, but I will take that the way it is, and not going to play the 2 roads. I think I will play the 2 roads. Let's not get rid of it so soon. Yeah, next go for the bridge, because down here is still a very tasty spot, so we can connect those 2 sides for any 2 resources. Again, doesn't matter. So I take a stone, and we cannot take fish in this case, right? Yeah, it's not fish. Yeah, let's go for these 2. Doesn't really matter too much. So we still have 1 more, and that's 5 points, because again we made a direct connection, bringing us to 142, and now I highly doubt that I have to lose this game because I have money like crazy. I think I should be in an okay shape. Yeah, why not? So yeah, we have played the bridge. We still have the sacrifice, which we may want to play down here, right? Yeah, why not? Wow, building my second pyramid already. We have to get rid of a card. I will go for the revenue card right now. Yeah, getting rid of the revenue card, and yeah, therefore we gain $3. I mean, this is also worth something, right? And another point, bringing us to 143 in total. That has taken care of this, and we still have the 2 roads, which I might as well want to play in here, right? I mean, why not? Yeah, of course. So that's 1 here and 1 there. Simply to do it like this. 2 roads. Again, that's 4 points. Again, that's the first direct connection. Even though they might be already connected somewhere, this is the direct connection that counts in this case. So again, 4 points, bringing us to 147, and I might be actually able to win this game before we are going into our next administration. And I'm pretty sure I will not play it to the bitter end, because once I feel the challenge is gone, I really don't want to dive anymore. I really do apologize for that. But yeah, again, I don't really care about games where you have to beat your own score. That really don't do anything for me. So I was really hoping for this challenge here. It felt challenging for a while, but we have still, I don't know, 8 cards in this deck here. There is still a deck in the other deck, so I don't know. Could be really making a hell of a lot more points actually. But we are not done yet, so let's not get ahead of ourselves, but just show you some cool cards now. So I'm definitely going to spend $7 on this, because again, it doesn't really matter anymore. But let's not forget to replenish, and I think I might have been a little bit too quick actually, because yeah, I cannot play this card. So maybe again I was getting a little bit ahead of myself, so I have to go through another thing, unless I'm really now willing to go for the town, which would definitely give me some points. But then I would have really got this town before I got rid of it. The refinement is great because it allows you to basically double your resources. So you basically, whatever you have, so I could make 1 rose out of 2 roses, and basically 2 roses in this case could be 4 roses if I play this card here correctly. It's definitely a great card, but nothing I really need at this point in time. Maybe I shouldn't have gone for this escort. I can still use it, and I could still score 5 points for that, and why not? Let's simply do it. Again, I'm not here to maximize my score. So that's the escort. I can move the escort now basically up to 3 towns along a connected town. The target must be empty of meeples. So basically I can only move those guys 1, 2 spaces in here, because the 3 here is definitely occupied. So that's, or the 3 down here is also occupied. Doesn't really help me, but that's still okay. So we have played this card, so we're making 2 stops in this case. So that's $4 we have to spend. So I will spend a 5 and get 1 back, and we are moving this guy now 1, 2 spaces down here. Still okay, this gets removed automatically, and because we moved them 2 spaces, we are scoring 5 more points. So that's basically 152 points in total, and I may have needed another of those tokens at this point in time. But I think now I will call it. So I get $3 back because I'm out of cards. I will remove 2 meeples, and in this case I will leave the meeple here because he could basically go for the patrol again. Let's get rid of this guy up here, that's 1, and maybe this guy here for the Hermit, that's 2, so 2 more dollars. We are getting our cards back. Again, that's 3 here, and in theory we could basically pay it all. We still have 1 more bridge, so let's buy it back, the bridge, for $1. And for now I will keep going. I mean, yeah, I will speed up now. 2, and the Hermit, yeah, that's another 3. And the supplier, I don't know, there's still another supplier out, so I no longer care about those. So I will stop here. I will not pay any more dollars. Let's remove 2 cards. That's the papyrus, that's the refinement. Again, if we get something, then we want cool stuff out, so 2 more cards. That's the perfumer. Oh, that's the cool card which gives you points for roses. Cool, you can do that twice. And the monument, oh, basically allows you to place up to 3 stones into those construction sites. So this could also score you up to 6 points for stone. I mean, definitely a great card, but maybe a little bit too late. The perfumer is great. So yeah, I think, again, I will simply speed up now, because the thing is, I really have a ton of money. I still have a good amount of cards, and yeah, again, this might still, I think that's at least, yeah, 5 more cards in here, so that's 2 more administrations, or when I'm buying cards, and I think I will now simply buy cards just to end it as soon as possible. We already have 1, so yeah, let's get to it. I just figured out I can no longer build the bridge because there are no eligible spaces anymore, which would work or give me anything. Yeah, maybe here I could in theory still build a bridge if I place a road next to it. Don't get any bonus points whatsoever. Maybe, okay, something to think about. Let's start with the Hermit. The Hermit simply goes in here. That's still legal. That's $1 more and 2 more points, so that's 154, I believe. 54, yeah, I think so. And then let's buy some more cards. Let's go for the town. Finally, huh? Wow. It's really around for ages. So we have bought the town. This brings out a new card. That's the bazaar. It's nice because you can get cool cards basically for only $2. So if that would have come out before that, then it would be perfect. In this case, yeah, something to simply get rid of. And then yeah, let's simply play the town, I guess. We will place the town on top of this, so that's a grain. So basically we have to spend our first rose, and the rose, yeah, we will place a town on top of that. Again, I would simply want to show you stuff, what's happening here. So that's 6 more points, so that's 10 in here and $2. I mean, still, dollars is something. We can still buy some more cards. Cool, why not? So we have played the town, and let's continue with this pyramid down there. Insane. So that's 1 more point and 3 more bucks. And yeah, got the point. We have to get rid of a card. Doesn't really matter at all. The bridge, yeah, I don't know, let's get simply rid of that bridge now. It was a cool card, gave us a lot of points, but I think we no longer need it. Next we will go for the Crocodile Sacrifice. In here we will remove a crocodile from that space. Again, also doesn't matter. That's 3 more points. Okay, we are moving towards 200 now, and still 2 more cards in our hand. Do we care? We can still go for the escort, but I guess let's simply get some more cards out so that we still simply continue. So we'll definitely going for the perfumer. That's $3, not a problem. We will bring out a new card. That's the harvest hands. Oh, nice. So they basically help another farmer, but this late in the game doesn't really help me at all. But again, we want to speed through the game. Do we really care about, do we simply want to go for come on, let's play the perfumer. We are spending our 2 roses for 6 more points. So that's, wow, 170 points. So that's the perfumer done, and we are out of roses whatsoever. We still have 2 cards in our hand, but I couldn't care less. So we are calling it around. So we are taking $1. Of course, we have fun. We are removing some farmers here. Do we care? 1 and 1. And that's 2 more dollars. We will get our cards back. So these 3. I really would like the Hermit back because it simply gives me some easy dollars. So that's 3 coins I have to spend for those cards. Then let's remove 2 more cards here. The Bazaar is gone. On the other hand, no, it's gone. The Harvest Hands, they are gone. 2 more cards. That's the Quarry. That's a better version of the Pit. Interesting. And the Novice. Oh, we can basically remove meeples for $2. Definitely a cool card, really a cool card, because yeah, I mean, if you get it early enough, or right now at this point in time, it still makes sense. So when we can remove 3 of those meeples from anywhere, we can still score some points, some dollars actually. Maybe we go for them. Why not? We want to remove some more meeples anyway, so we buy those guys. For 3, we are bringing out the last card from the set. Oh, we have the farm. How nice is that? But also coming very, very late to the party here. And then I guess, yeah, let's simply start playing some cards. But honestly, this feels kind of pointless. I just want to show you some of the stuff. So let's go for another Hermit. Again, the Hermit can go. No, he can't go in here. We'll go in there. Doesn't remove a crocodile, but gives us 2 more points. Hooray, that's a Hermit. We cannot play the town anymore. We have played the perfumer. We will play the... maybe I could have done this the other way, but it doesn't really matter too much. So we will remove 1, 2, 3 meeples for $6. So we can still buy some more cards simply to speed things up. I don't want to cheat here. We are going with the Sacrifice. So this goes down here, right? We have to remove a card. That's the Senior Farmer. Yep, Senior Farmer is gone. We get another point for that, and then more dollars for that, and we could maybe still go for the thing. Then let's go for the Crocodile Sacrifice. Of course, I have to play them in the right order. Apologies for that. Let's remove another crocodile in here. No, let's not go. Let's go for this crocodile here. This gives us 3 more dollars. We have to place a meeple into one of those things. Perfumer doesn't help us. The town doesn't help us. Escort. Yeah, we could go for the escort, but honestly, I couldn't care less. Just to keep us moving, we are spending 7 to buy the Senior Supplier. Could give us some more resources. And no! We will start with our extra deck here. Wow, finally we made it. And that's the Mummy. The Mummy is really a cool one, because that's the one where you place a meeple into an empty construction site. Then you can spend up to 10 resources. You get 1 point for each resource, and you get also an additional point for every stage of the construction build. So let's say I am playing the Mummy in here, would simply give us 5 more points. And again, we have to spend at least 1 resource at least. Yeah, that's 6 easy points actually. But unfortunately, you see that's a yellow card too, so it shows it's one of the final cards of the game. It's really all the way down to the right, so we'll not be able to get it right away. Should I continue buying stuff? Again, simply to keep us going, actually. I want to really end this game now and simply still want to show you how it's played accordingly. Let's go for the Senior Supplier at least. I'm going into one of those cities down there. Again, doesn't really matter too much. We are taking some resources, and I think we get the resources maybe for a town. Yeah, so this and that. So that's the 3 resources we got from this Senior Supplier. Then again, yeah, this really feels pointless, guys. It really does. So I will now continue passing until everything is gone. So sooner or later, that's the Grand Bridge, gives you a lot, 12 points if you play this. And this, by the way, when you compare those bridges, that's a golden bridge, that's a wooden bridge. Cool stuff, could give you some points. That's the first catastrophe card, that's the Drought. Then, yeah, we have the Canal Fest. This is the one I was really hoping for, but of course I should have known if it's out there or not. I didn't pay attention. So this, you can spend a lot of resources, and you would gain points for every city to canal. Then, for example, depending on the amount of resource you pay. That's the treasure, also very nice. You can basically transform money into points. The palace, also 15 points. Wow. Then they have the wasteland. Really, we would have to go through all of those cards, because then this is the final card that would have showed up. And then, as of that point in time, these cards would all be here on the right of the game. They would never be buyable. At some point in time you could pass, but I think in a solo game you don't get any points for passing, no, from going out of the game. And then you wouldn't be allowed to take any more administration steps, and you have to play what you have to play. But again, for me, this at that point in time felt relatively pointless. So unless I did something terribly wrong rules-wise or cheated the hell out of this game, I really beat this game. And it's really, it's a great game for multiplayer. So let me start by this. It's a ton of fun to play this with. I only played it with 2 players, so apologies for that. But this was really fun, and I can only imagine that with 3 or 4 players it's even more fun because of the interaction that happens. So what are the others doing? You will benefit from some of the stuff. Sometimes it's penalizing from them. You have to right timing. But really, this solo mode here, even with those challenges, I don't know what went wrong here. Maybe I was simply incredibly lucky with the way the cards came out, for example, that I got so many points from these, what was it, sacrifices and crocodile sacrifices and so on. Really, when you get those cards early, and I don't know, I got 30 points alone from those. Maybe that's one of the things, but apart from that, it didn't really feel challenging at all. And when you look at all the others, or rather other challenges, I mean, come on. Gain at least 250 reputation. That's something. Okay, that's something I would okay. But again, if I would have played it correctly, I think by now I would have been at 200 already. So maybe, yeah, that could be, you could consider challenging. But again, this was the first one. Start of the campaign, I get it. But even with the start of the campaign, you get a bonus. So the next time you're starting this game, you have $10 instead of 4. Basically giving you more buying power. And then, yeah, you get more and more of those. And then really having 3 bridges, come on, piece of cake. 2 palaces, maybe. That's challenging enough, because that's something where, good point, where you have to really wait until the palace comes up. Because the palace is definitely something, yeah, it's one of the yellow cards. That's definitely challenging enough, but you don't have to beat those things in order. You could basically, at the end of a game, you could say, okay, hey, I have completed this goal. And that's done that. Finish all 4 monuments on the building site by placing all 5 building blocks. Also something, oops, that's achievable. So maybe I'm really jumping the gun here. Maybe because it was the start of the campaign, it's maybe felt a little bit too easy. But I was really, again, at some point in time, I really spent through the things. If I would have played it correctly and thoroughly, I would have been already at 200 points in the meantime, for sure. Anyway, it's fun to play. Maybe for the solo mode, it needs a little bit of tweak to give you some more competition. Not really talking about a full AI or so. I think that's perfectly okay. Really having someone messing with those cards for you. Again, only one of those cards getting removed randomly at every administration step could really completely change the way how challenging this game would feel. Yes, maybe it's then too unbalanced, because if you're rolling a die or whatever it is, or maybe you're saying it's always the lowest or always the highest card that gets removed. So you could definitely figure things out as you go. But then again, don't let this playthrough fool you. The multiplayer game is a ton of fun. It's really one of my favorite games from last year's. I think it was not really, was it around Spiel? I guess so. Maybe shortly after Spiel, but definitely one of the cool games from 2020. And again, that's really something I will keep playing for a considerable amount of time, but most likely no longer in solo mode, unless you're really forcing me to. Let's see about that. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed my little playthrough of Faiyum. Huge shout out again to my patrons. Really do appreciate all your support. If you want to support the channel, you will find a link to my page on Patreon. You can join me here directly on YouTube. And yeah, like and subscribe also helps. And hope to see you soon in one of my other videos. And until then, bye bye.